Good morning. This is JHS Weekly. I'm Samantha Walker.
And I'm Landon Johnson. Joplin High School football had a great season this past year, making it all the way to the state championship for the first time in years.
But that's not the only thing going down in the history books. I got an inside look into one player who's breaking national records. Joplin High School's football season may have ended, but accolades for members of the team are still coming. Varsity player Blake Tash broke not only a state record, but a national one.
So the recent record that I broke was the highest completion percentage, career completion percentage in all of high school football, and that was a 73.6. And the previous record was like around 71 point something. I'm not exactly sure what it was.
Head football coach Curtis Jasper said that Blake had everything it took to break the record.
You know, obviously I'm very proud of him. You know, his attitude, his work ethic, all the intangibles that go into being a quarterback.
Tash believes his accomplishment was made possible by his whole team's hard work, not just his own.
It's not only due to me. I don't really talk about it a whole lot because it's kind of a personal accolade, but yet there's so many things that go into it. Being like my teammates, my coaches, putting me in the position to be successful. And so I think it's just as much them as it is me getting that record. And so it's just a huge thank you to all of them.
In fact, Tash would give his record away if it meant he had an achievement he could share with the whole team.
Obviously, I'd go back and I would trade my record for a state championship any day of the week because the record's kind of just, it says Blake Tash's name. I would love to have a state championship in place of that record just because it shows the hard work that the whole team put in throughout the year.
Jasper believes players like Tash won't easily be forgotten.
Blake, you've done a great job and have left a legacy at Joplin High School.
After Tash graduates in May, he plans to go to Evangel University to continue his football career. Reporting for JHD, I'm Samantha Walker. It's great to see our team make such great accomplishments.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Now, you've heard of lucky number 7, but evidently number 36 is just as good.
I talked to a student who scored a perfect 36 on his ACT test. Junior Patrick Beranek has been shaking a lot of hands lately. That's because word has gotten out about his perfect ACT score, and he was surprised when he saw his results online.
So when I got the email about my ACT, I logged into my account on it and saw all 36s, and that was pretty cool. I kind of jumped out of my seat and said, yes! And, woke up my younger brother who was still sleeping at the time.
And it's pretty rare for a student to get a perfect score.
The score will allow me to have a lot easier of a time getting into certain colleges and universities, certain places maybe in the East Coast. I don't know where I'm going to college yet, but I think this can make things a little easier in that regard.
Joplin High School principal Dr. Steve Gilbreth says that this score is amazing.
It's exciting to be at a school where a student has achieved a 36 on their ACT score. And Patrick did an absolutely incredible job. I know that he took the ACT score last year and scored a 35 and then studied, did his due diligence and took it again and got a 36.
And Dr. Gilbreth says that he would have a hard time getting a score this high.
Probably not. Yeah, I think that I would spend an inordinate amount of time studying to get a 36.
Patrick says he doesn't know where he's going to college, but with a score like this, he should have his pick. Reporting for JHD, I'm Landon Johnson.
It's great to see our students achieve both athletically and academically. Make sure to purchase your 2020 yearbook by February 15th to save $5.
We only need to sell a few more to post thousands of pictures on Flickr. Also, be sure to purchase a student recognition ad by March 1st.
Now, many Americans are worried about the recent coronavirus outbreak.
JHD's Nathan Goswick went out to find if this bug is another epidemic or just an exaggeration.
Recently, the halls have been filled with talk of the coronavirus. However, Joplin High School student Bailey Gage doesn't seem too worried about the new virus.
Yeah, it's scary. It's like a new epidemic that kind of just exploded. But if you really think about just the flu, a lot more people have died from the flu since this actual virus.
To find out if this bug was worth the buzz or just a bust, I talked with school nurse Sarah Crossley, and she says there haven't been any cases in Missouri. But her top priority is the flu.
It's been declared an emergency. It means that, measures are being taken and it's not anywhere near where we are right now.
She says the odds of students catching the flu are higher than the coronavirus.
It's cold and flu season, and as I said, we're always staying on top of making sure that people are avoiding getting infected.
She also had some tips to avoid getting the flu, which also work for the coronavirus.
You're going to want to make sure you're diligent about hygiene, hand washing, staying away from people when you're having symptoms of being sick, or you see other people that are having symptoms of being sick.
So hopefully, these tips can help us all stay healthy. Reporting for JHD, I'm Nathan Goswick.
Well, I haven't gotten sick yet, so I hope I don't get sick this season.
Yeah, it's just an exaggeration.
I think so. Access Mobile Dental Clinic will be at JHS the week of February 24th through the 28th to perform dental exams as well as some treatments.
Please see the nurse's office for information. Registration forms should be filled out by your parent or guardian and turned in to the nurse's office prior to February 24th.
The cafeteria had some new food additions this past month.
JHD's Zoe Baker went to go see how some certain foods get passed and the struggle of some food allergies for lunch.
Imagine having more than 2,000 people over for dinner. Preparing all that food would be tough, but for Brandy Levitt, it's just a regular day. She's the manager of the Joplin High School cafeterias, so she's always on the lookout for new things to add to the menu.
Check out and sample different foods that are available. Then we check with our school nutritionists that we have at the office, and they go through and check our suppliers to see what we can and cannot get. And then we're always testing different things to see what different recipes we can and can't come up with.
Some of the new items include Korean tacos and chicken wings. Levitt says when she adds new items, she has to consider the students who have allergies.
Make sure that we have something for them to eat that they can have. For instance, a milk allergy with the soy. If they can't have cheese, some kind of substitute, something like that.
Sophomore Jamie Carpenter appreciates the new additions to the menu.
My favorite thing to eat during lunch when the school has it is their chicken wings, because their lemon pepper wings are really good.
And they're always trying to fine-tune the menu.
Adding new stuff all the time. You know, we've had the wings, we've had the Korean tacos, we're doing the buffalo dip pretty soon. We're looking into maybe a mashed potato bowl or a mac and cheese bar. So we're trying to keep it not so boring, the same stuff all the time, adding something new. So you guys will come in and see us.
And Jamie appreciates the lunch ladies' hard work and doesn't envy their job.
Thank you for serving 500 kids every lunch period, every 30, 25 minutes. Fresh food, hot food, food that they might not get at home, I don't know.
In addition to new lunch items, there will also be more fruit options for breakfast. Reporting for JHC, I'm Zoe Baker.
Those look great. What's your favorite thing on the lunch menu, London?
Definitely the spicy fries.
I've heard those are great.
I hope we get them every day.
Now, not everyone enjoys the Love Fest on Valentine's Day. If you don't have a boo this year, don't panic.
JHD Stephanie Bolanos has some delicious treats for those who have an unconditional love for desserts with her new segment, Recipe with Stephanie.
This is it.
That's good.
Those look delicious, Stephanie.
Oh yeah, you better make us some.
Valentine's Day is here, and if you want to find that special someone, you might need some help.
On this week's very romantic edition of Jack Attack, JHS's Jack Carey roams the halls to tell us some very romantic pickup lines.
Time for Jack Attack.
Hey, tell me if this works.
All right.
If nothing lasts forever, will you be my nothing?
Yes.
Hey, if nothing lasts forever, will you be my nothing? Hey Nathan, did it hurt when you fell from heaven? He's been Jack attacked. Did it hurt when you fell from heaven? She's been Jack attacked. All right, tell me a good pickup line.
Are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I see.
Are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I see. Is your father an alien? Because you're like nothing else on this planet. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You don't need keys to drive me crazy. Oh. She's been Jack Attack, I guess. Hey, Jay. Didn't I see you on the cover of Vogue? She's been Jack Attack.
Jack Attack. Oh. You've been Jack Attack.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Jack Attack. Woo.
How y'all doing? I'm making y'all uncomfortable. That's kind of my job.
Well, this has been JHS Weekly.
Have a great week.